Yes, hello. Let's start off with introductions.
Hi everyone, my name is Sam Bailey. I'm a sales support specialist for AMN Healthcare, and I have been here 6 years in May.
And I am Michelle Isom. I am a senior account manager. I have been with AMN Healthcare for 6.5 years.
Well, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today. So why don't we start off by talking to the students a little bit about what did you want to do or be when you were in junior high and high school?
When I was in junior high and high school, I wanted to be a lot of different things. It kind of depended on the week and what movies I was watching at the time. Sometimes I wanted to be a chef, other times a teacher. So I had a lot of interests. And I eventually went to college for sports media and sports management.
And for me, almost my whole life in grade school and through high school, I wanted to be a construction worker. And then I started watching movies, and my goal and my dream was to be an actress. I wanted to be the next Sandra Bullock or Katie Couric. I loved Katie Couric as a sports anchor.
Perfect. So why don't you talk us through from that time in your life where you had kind of dreams and aspirations, what path did you take in order to get you where you're at today? So maybe walk us through your career journey.
Well, like I said, I was in college for sports media and sports management. Then after my second year of college, in between my sophomore and junior year, I decided to take an internship at a little company called AMN Healthcare. And I was doing it I needed a summer internship. It was good pay, and it was in Dallas. I'd never been to Texas before. So I decided to go down south where it was warmer and spend the summer. And I ended up really liking my role as sales support, and my manager at the time decided to hire me full time, thankfully. And I've been doing that job ever since.
For me, I graduated college and went to a school far away. It was in a different state, about 8 hours away, and I went into theater. My first semester, I decided to change my career path because I learned at the time I didn't feel comfortable with rejection, and I needed to work on myself and my self-confidence. So I went a different path and went communications with a focus in sociology.
Perfect. So as you guys were working through your career, what are some things that you did to maybe prepare yourself on either deciding on your college or deciding to accept the position at AMN?
When choosing my college, I always wanted to go to Oklahoma State University my entire childhood. But then once I realized they had one of the best and only sports media programs in the country, at least at the time, I knew, okay, for sure, that's what I want to do. And also, they have a really good journalism school, and I was very interested in writing about sports as well. So that was what led me into that specific college at the time. And then I decided to leave college for this job when I got my permanent offer, because I got to college and it's not what I thought it would be. The passion that I thought I had going into college, I kind of lost it. I ended up really wanting to just do creative writing and things that I wasn't in class for at the time. So I decided to take a chance, accept this job, and know that I could always go back if I wanted to in the future. But I just felt like this would be a good risk to take at the time.
For me, I didn't know that college was on the table. My family and I were extremely poor growing up, and I learned through working with my guidance counselor that college was a possibility. So we went through the steps, and I found a school that matched my interests, and also I was able to follow a different path once I got to school. I was able to make some changes and found my career path that way.
So, as we are talking with the students today, what advice would you give to your younger self, right, as a junior in junior high or in high school? So what tips or what advice do you have?
My advice would be don't be too set in what you think is going to happen with your life. If I went back and told high school Sam that I wasn't going to graduate from OSU and do sports media, she would be like, you're crazy. You know, you're totally going to do that. So, and now I look back and think my path changed for the better and I'm where I'm supposed to be. So I think just keeping an open mind and know that your interests can change, and don't put too much pressure on yourself or feel like you're going to let anyone down if your plans change, because that's not the case. And just follow your heart wherever it takes you.
I would tell myself that there are no mistakes in life. There are only life lessons. Everything that I have ever felt was a failure, I only came out on top in the end, and learned a tremendous amount from those moments. So little Miss Michelle back then, there are no failures.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.